Right, let's look at the SBP, SPM trial paper for mathematics, paper 2. So if you look at the questions here, first question. The Venn diagram in the answer space shows set P, Q, and R. So I'm given universal set is P union Q union R. So I want to draw on the diagram in the answer space. First one, Q complement intersect R. Q complement. So this is P, Q, and R. So Q complement means outside of Q. Outside of Q means I have to exclude here. Okay, exclude this whole box. So outside of Q means it can be here, it can be here. But out of these two, the part that intersect with R is only this circle here. So ignore this one. Means the shaded region is this part. So we shade this region. As for B, so whenever there's bracket, always try to look at the bracket first. So Q intersect R. Q intersect R would be this part. Yeah, the part that is in both Q and R at the same time. Then only union P. Union P means I just add on with the whole P. So the whole circle P, I have to shade. So it includes this part inside the Q as well, because it's union. Union means it's just the whole of that. It's just adding on the whole of that set. Yeah, that's for question 1. Question 2, I have a rectangular cardboard here, EFGH. So I'm given area of the shaded region is 30. I want to find the length of EF. Yeah. So to find length of EF, first we have to find X. So how do we find X? Basically, we look at the shaded region. It's the area of the whole thing minus, actually no, not minus. We just look at the shaded region. So we have to get this length and this length in terms of X. So you see E to H is X. Here is 3. So here will be X minus 3. E to F is 2X minus 1. Okay. H to this part is 7. So 2x minus 1 minus 7 means 2x minus 8. So area of the shaded region is area of the triangle. Half times base, 2x minus 8 times height, x minus 3. It will be equals to the area, 30. Bring over the half. Half means divide 2, so opposite is times 2. Then expand these two brackets. 2x times x, 2x squared. 2x times negative 3 minus 6x. Negative 8 times x minus 8x. Negative 8 times negative 3 plus 24. So it's 2x squared minus 14x plus 24. 30 times 2 is 60. I can bring over, positive become minus. Minus 60 equals 0. So 2x squared minus 14x minus 36 equals 0. All of this I can divide by 2. X squared minus 7x minus 18 equals 0. Then I factorize. Factors of 18. 1 times 18, 2 times 9, 3 times 6. So the one that can get 7 is 2 times 9. Minus 9 plus 2 to get minus 7. So it's either x plus 2 is 0, means x is negative 2, which is not possible. Because x is a length. There's no way your length can be negative. So we ignore the negative. So means x is 9. Yeah. So I know x is 9 means EF 2x minus 1 means 2 times 9 minus 1, 17. So EF length is 17 cm. Yeah, that's for question 2. Okay. Question 3. Y is sine 2x. So I want to sketch the graph in the answer space. So just sketch the graph of y equals sine 2x. Again, A sine bx plus c. A is the amplitude, how high and how low it goes. B is frequency. Yeah, means how many times it repeats within 360 degrees. And C is shifting up or shifting down. Okay, how much is shift down or shift up or down. So in this case, just the B is affected, means the frequency is 2, means I repeat the cycle of the sine 2x 2 times. Okay, within 360 degrees. So draw the axis first. So it will go up, down, up, down, up. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Y. X here would be the 360 degrees. So means each of this separate by 90 degrees. Here is 180, 90, 270. Yeah. And how high it goes? The maximum point should be 1. And the minimum point will be -1. Yeah, basically it's just a graph like this. Okay, so the shape, how many times it repeats has to be correct. Maximum, minimum point has to be correct. The angle here has to be correct. That will give you the 3 marks. Question 4. So a company produces 2 types of printers, X and Y, into 2020. Profit received from the sale of both printers, 450,000 ringgit. So in 2021, profit received from the sale of printer X increased by 30%, while the profit from sales of printer type Y decreased by 5%. So if the total profit in 2021, 497,500, find the profit earned from sales of each type of printer in 2021. So X and Y are the profit received from each type of printer. So we take X for profit from printer X, Y for profit from printer Y, add together. This is profit in 2020. Add together 450,000. So profit increased by 30% means it's 130% of the profit in 2020. 130% means 1.3. Okay, 130 over 100, so 1.3. 1.3x plus decreased by 5% means 95%. Yeah, from 100%, I increase or decrease accordingly. So 95% means 0.95. So 0.95y. Add together, now it becomes 497,500, the profit in 2021. Okay. So I want the profit earned from sales of each type of printer. So basically, I have to find X and Y first. Yeah, then only I change accordingly. So I have two equations here. So I just need to basically calculate. So you can use substitution or you can use elimination. It's up to you. Let's say I use substitution. Since it's in this form, I can just bring over the X or bring over the Y. Let's say I bring over the Y. X is 450,000 minus Y. Equation 1, equation 2. Substitute equation 1 into equation 2. So the X I change to 450,000 minus Y. Then plus 0.95y equals 497,500. Multiply inside. So I calculate this 1.3 times 450,000, 585,000 minus 1.3y plus 0.95y equals 497,500. Yeah. I can bring over the 585,000. So positive become minus. This one, negative 1.3 plus 0.95 will be negative 0.35. Yeah. So it's on 497,500 minus 585,000, negative 87,500. Then bring over this, times opposite divide, negative 0.35. And I will get 250,000. Here, right here. So Y is 250,000. Then substitute that into X. Substitute Y equals 250,000 into equation 1. X will be 450,000 minus 250,000, which is 200,000. Yeah. Okay. So in 2021, profit for printer X will be 1.3 times of the 200,000. $260,000. So RM, 260,000 ringgit. Okay. And profit for printer Y $0.95 times the 250,000, the profit in 2020. 0.95 times 250,000, 237,500. RM, 237,500. Yeah. So that's the answer for question 4. All right. So question 5. Table 5 shows the tax reliefs to be claimed by Encik Wahid. And his annual income is 52,000. So is he eligible for tax rebate of 400? So basically, what I do is I find the chargeable income. So I take the 52,000 minus all the tax relief, minus 900, minus 9,000, minus 5,000, minus 3,100. I get 34,900 ringgit. Actually, sorry, my mistake. It's not 3,100 because lifestyle is only limited to 2,500. Yeah. So only 2,500 max can be reduced. So this is minus 2,500. So it's 35,500 ringgit. So in order to be eligible for tax rebate, the chargeable income has to be less than 35,000, cannot exceed 35,000. So this chargeable income exceeds 35,000 ringgit. So not eligible for tax rebate. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if you minus 3,100, you'll go below 35,000, which is wrong. Okay, because there's a cap. There's a limit to it. Just like life insurance here, if he actually purchased like say 8,000, then I only can take up to 7,000. It cannot exceed the limit. Right? Question 6. So based on the information here, calculate new variance if each data is first one added by 2 and then multiplied by 3. So variance, when you add or subtract, it doesn't change. So it remains as 2. Yeah, for part A. When it's multiplied by 3, the variance, so it doesn't change. Just multiply by 3 for variance. So there's 2 ways of doing this. Okay, you can either straight away change from the variance, means you just straight away take new variance is 3 times the 2. Sorry, 3 square times the 2. I need to times 3 twice because variance, the unit is the square of the values. Yeah, in a sense, it's like 2 dimensions. So I have to convert twice. So it means I times 3 square. Then you get 18. Okay, another way of doing this is if you don't take variance, means I take the old standard deviation, square root of 2, new standard deviation, 3 times square root of 2, and new variance, 3 square root of 2 square. Then becomes 9 times 2, which is 18. Yeah. It's a roundabout way of doing it, but if you always confuse between using square or not for variance, then yeah, you can just opt for not using variance to convert at all. Okay. Yeah. So it's up to you what method you prefer. Question 7. write the contrapositive of the implication here. So contrapositive means switch the antecedent and consequent and also negate both statements. So means if this one, but negate it, 9 plus 7 times 6 is not equal to 96, then this one and negate 7 times 6 not equal 42. Yeah, that's the contrapositive. Then B here, I want to fill in the premise 2. So if a set has x elements, then it has 2x to the power x subsets. Conclusion is set A has 2 to the power 6 subsets, means the x becomes 6. So here the x becomes 6, means this will be the premise 2. So it is, and it must be set A as well. Set A has 6 elements. Yeah. Okay. And C, make a general conclusion by induction for the sequence of numbers which follows this pattern. Now, our n value cannot jump. We cannot just put like 4n minus 2 and then n equals 1, 4, 9, 16. That would be wrong. You cannot jump the number like this. It has to be in order. It has to be this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we can do is basically 1, 4, 9, 16. You need to be able to recognize this. These are your square numbers. Okay, so it's the same as 4 times 1 square minus 2, 4 times 2 square minus 2, 4 times 3 square minus 2, and 4 times 4 square minus 2. Means it's the same as 4n square minus 2. Yeah. So the sequence is 4n square minus 2, where n is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Yeah. Okay, that's the conclusion. Question 8. Say the equation of straight line QR. This horizontal line here. So yeah, I have equation of this line. So you actually just need to see here what would be the y value, the y-intercept. So y-intercept, x equals 0, x-intercept, y equals 0. So here is y-intercept, means I take x equals 0, so 5y equals 50. Y is 50 divided by 5, 10. So the equation would be y equals to 10 because it's a horizontal line. Horizontal line, they say parallel to x-axis horizontal line. So it's a constant y value. If it's vertical line, constant x value, then it will be x equals something. Part B, equation of straight line connecting S and R. So they say PQ parallel to SR. These two lines are parallel, so they have the same gradient. If I rearrange this, 5y equals 8x plus 50. Bring over the 5. Y is 8 over 5x plus 10. So 8 over 5. Gradient of SR, same as gradient of PQ, which is 8 over 5. Yeah. So Q to R is 20 meters. And the scale is 1 unit equals to 2 meters. So if I want to look at the number of units, basically 20 I divide by, by 2, 10 units. Means R here is 10. Yeah. Okay, R here is 10. So y equals mx plus c, 8 over 5x plus c. I want to find the c. So sub in the point R because that's on the line as R. So 10 equals 8 over 5 times 10 plus c. Cut here 2 times 8, 16. Bring over the 16 plus opposite minus. C is negative 6. So it means the equation y equals 8 over 5x minus 6. Yeah, that's question 8. Question 9. So Encik Rahman is an officer in a private company. So he received a monthly salary of 5,200 ringgit. So to increase his money income, he becomes a direct sales agent and earns a commission of 900 ringgit a month. Yeah, table 9 shows the expenses to be paid each month. So first, calculate Encik Rahman's cash flow. So basically, cash flow will be total income minus total expenses. Total income will be the 5,200 plus 900, 6,100 ringgit. Total expenses, 1,000 plus 1,002 on the loan, housing loan, plus 680 vehicle loan, plus 300 utilities, plus 250 petrol, plus 520 emergency. 1,000 plus 1,200 plus 680 plus 300 plus 520 plus 250. 3,950. So means cash flow will basically be total income minus total expenses. 6,100 minus 3,950, 2,150 ringgit. Yeah, this is cash flow. Then part B. So Encik Rahman wants to buy a used car for his son for 35,000 ringgit. He will use his savings of 5,000 ringgit as an advance, and the balance will be paid within 3 years. Flat interest rate to be charged by the bank is 3.7%. Can he afford to buy a car for his son? So first, we find how much will he need to pay each month. So I find the principal for the car, which is 35,000 minus the 5,000 advance, means down payment. So 30,000 ringgit, the amount that you pay first. The rest will be on the loan 7 years. So the amount that he needs to pay will be the 30,000 plus the interest. Interest will be the 30,000 times interest rate times time. Okay, PRT, principal times interest rate times time. Interest rate 3.7%, percent again over 100 times time 7 years. So 30,000 plus 30,000 times 3.7% times 7. I get 37,770. Then the monthly installment will be 37,770 divided by number of months. So 7 years means 7 years times 12 months each year. 7 years times 12 months each year. 37,770 divide bracket 7 times 12. 449.64. 449 ringgit 64 cents is give about 450 ringgit lah. So this one basically he can afford because he has positive cash flow of 2,450 ringgit, which is more than what is needed for the loan installment. Yeah, basically something like that. Okay, so you don't have to follow my explanation word by word, but the general idea is that basically the positive cash flow is more than what he needs for the installment, so he can afford. Yeah. So question 10. Find the value of M and N such that CD is 1001. If CD is 1001, means C and D, they are inverse of each other. So since there's a half in front of the D here, I don't want to touch that. I look at this. Yeah, basically C inverse equals to D. C inverse 1 over AD 2 times -5, -10, minus BC, -3 times M, -3M. Switch A and D, negative B and C. So equals to 1 over 2 and -432. Yeah. So if I compare, basically M is 4 and N is -5. Yeah. Just to double check, I can check here. -10 plus 3 times 4, you will get 2, which is same as this 2 here. Okay. Yeah. But I can just directly compare here. This with this, this with this. Part B, total price of 3 kg of mangoes and 2 kg of rambutans are 24 ringgit. Yeah. While total price of 5 kg of mangoes, 4 kg of rambutan, 44 ringgit. So I want to find the price per kg of mangoes. So let's take X for mangoes, Y for rambutan. So 3x plus 2y equals 24. 5x plus 4y equals 44. That's 2 equations. Means if I put in matrix form, it'll be just follow the numbers. 3254 times xy equals 2444. So to get rid of this 3254, multiply by the inverse on both sides. Multiply in front, this will be gone. Multiply in front on the left, on the right side of the equation. Yeah, but you have to put in front. So 1 over AD, 3 times 4, 12, minus BC, 5 times 2, 10. Switch A and D, negative B and C. Equals, times 24, 44. So this is 1 over 2. Multiply these two matrices. First one follow row, second one follow column. So first row, first column. 4 times 24, 96, plus negative 2 times 44, minus 88. Negative 5 times 24, negative 120, plus 3 times 44, 132. So it's half 8, 12. Times in, xy is 412, means mangoes is 4 ringgit per kg. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you have to use matrix method. You cannot go and use simultaneous equation. Okay. They won't give you marks for that. So question 11. Here I want to determine set of edges. So set of edges means I have to put it as set. So it's just which letter to which letter. So as you go through that line, you can always put a marking there so you know which one you have gone through, but don't go and use a pen to mark. Use a pencil so you can erase after. So I have PQ, PR, PS, that's 2. Okay, so I have to write that twice. So PQ, PR, PS, PS, then QR, QS also twice, QS, QS. QR, QS, QS, then this one, RS, and the loop here, RR. So RR, RS, RR, RS. Yeah, that's the set with all the edges. So number of degrees. So you count number of edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 edges means sum of degrees for all the vertices is 2 times the number of edges. 2 times of 9, which is 18. Yeah. Okay. Sum of degree for all vertices, you can always take 2 times number of edges. Question 2. B. 11B. So complete diagram by drawing weighted graph of Azizo's routes. So basically, yeah, the numbers is the distance. So between A and B, these two is the same. is 3. So basically, I just connect here, 3. Yeah, label the distance, label the weightage. A to C here, 2. Then B to E is 2. B to F is 5. 5 here. C to D, 5. Yeah, just connect C to D here, label 5. D to E, 1. Connect here, 1. And then D to F is 2. E to F is 1. Yeah, basically like that. Then the second one, draw a directed graph to represent one-way route with the shortest distance starting from A to all the companies. Say the shortest distance. So it has to start from A. So I draw all the points first. Yeah. So it has to pass through all the vertices. A, B, C, D, E, F. So shortest route. So A, shortest, will be going to C. Then if I take C to D, I'll use a 5. So let's try to avoid that actually. So I'll go from the B way. And from B to E, that'll be 2. E to F, 1. F to D, 2. Yeah, actually, no, that's not possible. So rather than taking this way, I'll use here, 5. Because if I just branch out to C, then it won't be one way of moving. Yeah. So I have to go this way because I cannot go C and I come back like that. So go from A to C, C to D, D to F, F to E, E to B. Yeah, I also don't want to go D to E. Yeah, because D to E, then go to F, I have to go to B, which will take another 5. So this will be the shortest route. Yeah, so the shortest distance. Add all of this together, 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2, 12. Yeah, so 12 km. Right. Question 12. Here, I have distance against time graph. I want to calculate value of t. So the information I'm given in the graph. Actually, I'm not really given any information in the graph. Sorry, in the question, but from the graph, I should be able to see. So you see here, basically I know distance is 20. Yeah. So you see, because this is one whole triangle, This is a smaller triangle with the same corner here. So these are similar triangles. Means if I take the ratio of base and height, it should be the same. Yeah. So 25 minus t over the height 20 is equal to here 25 over this height 40. Yeah. (25 divide 40). 5 over 8. Bring up the 20. Divide 20 opposite times 20, which is 12.5. Bring over the 25 minus 25. So negative t is negative 12.5, means t is 12.5. That's part A. Part B, state the period in minutes. The car is at petrol station. So let's see. OPQR is the car. This one is the car. So stop for petrol station means should be this part. So the period where it stops means basically the 12.5 minus 10. So it's 2.5 minutes. Then part C, average difference of the average speed between bus and car. So just count the average speed for both. Average speed for car 40 km in 30 minutes. So km per hour means the 30 I have to change to hours. So 30 I divide 60 to change to minutes. So make sure if you divide like that, 40 divided by 30 over 60, make sure you bracket the 30 over 60. So it's 80. Then average speed of bus 40 km also, but this one is only 25 minutes. So 25 I divide 60. Divide bracket 25 over 60, 96. So means the difference is 96 minus 80. So it's 16 km per hour difference. Yeah, that's part C. And part D, if OP is a highway route, does the car comply with the speed limit? So we find the speed for OP. So it is distance divided by time, 20 divided by 10 minutes, I change to hours, 10 over 60. 20 divided by bracket 10 over 60 is 120. 120 km per hour. So that would definitely be exceeding speed limit. So no. Because it is above. So in highway, maximum speed is 110 km per hour. Yeah, the speed limit is 110. So above 100, above the speed limit. Of 110 km per hour. Yeah. So yeah, basically that's the explanation here. question 13. So I have let's see where. So write the 3 linear inequalities out based on these 3 restrictions. So number of favored J noodles, so is at most twice the number of bowls of flavored K noodle. So X is for J noodles, is at most, means is less or equal to twice the number of flavored K noodles, so 2 times of Y. Then total sales of number of bowls of noodles is not greater than 80, means X plus Y is not greater than 80, means it's less or equal to 80. And one more, total sales on the day at least 320. Total sales 8 ringgit times X plus 4 ringgit times Y, at least more equals 320. Yeah, so these are the 3 inequalities. Then for B, using scale 2 cm to 10 units on both axes, draw and shade the region that satisfy the system of linear inequalities on the graph provided in the answer space. So basically, I need to draw 3 lines. X equals 2y, X plus Y equals 80, and 8x plus 4y equals 320. So this one, I can actually divide everything by 4, simplify to a smaller number, easier to calculate. Here by 4 here is 80. So scale is 2 cm to 10 for both axes. So means 2 cm means each box. So each box is 10. So I just need to go up to 80 for the Y value. So 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. So 0 will be here. Okay. So my axis X and Y axis, zero, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I actually don't need to go until so far. I can go up to 90 or so. Yeah. Okay. Or even if you go up to 80, it's fine. So X equals 2y means when X is 0, Y is 0. If I put X is say 20, then 20 divided by 2. So yeah, X is 0, Y is 0. Just find 2 points, 0, 0. And if X is 20, then Y is 10. So 20, 10, 20, 10 here. So just connect the 2 points using a straight line. Just draw it all the way to the end, like this. That is the X equals 2y. Yeah, X plus Y equals 80. X is 0, Y is 80. Y is 0, X is 80. So 80, 0, 0, 80. So it's this point and this point right here. Just connect using a straight line. That's the X plus Y equals 80. And one more, this one. If I put X is 0, Y is 80. If I put Y is 0, then 2X is 80 means X I divide by 2, X is 40. So 40, 0, and 0, 80. 0, 80 here, 40, 0 here. That's the 8x plus 4y equals 320. So I want the shaded region. So looking at the inequalities, x less or equals 2y. So x equals 2y is here. So x less means to the left. Or if we compare y, because x less or equals to y means 2y more equals x. So if we compare the y is more. So above. Yeah. So it can be here, can be here, can be here. Then x plus y less or equals 80. X plus y less or equals 80. X plus y equals 80. Here, less means below. Below means it cannot be this one. So I erase that. Can be either these two. And one more is 8x plus 4y more equals 320. More above this line. So it cannot be this one here. So it must be this triangle here. So shade this triangle. That would be the shaded region. Okay, so this is the graph. So using the graph, I want to find the maximum and minimum number of bowls of flavored K noodles if the number of flavored J noodles sold on the day is 40. Means X is 40. I want to find the Y. Yeah. So X is 40. Here, I look at the Y value. It goes from 20 until 40. Yeah, which means for C, Y, okay, minimum is 20, maximum is 40. Yeah, so minimum 20 bowls, maximum 40 bowls. Yeah, that is for the question 13 here. So for all straight line graphs, you just need to find 2 points inside the graph. Then you just connect 2 points using a straight line to draw the graph. Question 14. So here, NJ Mudil is 39 years old teacher who does not smoke, intends to buy an insurance plan for himself. So if he wants to buy insurance policy worth 260,000 ringgit, calculate annual premium that he needs to pay. So yeah, the annual premium. It's actually very simple to count. So he's non-smoker, 39 years old. 39 years old here. Non-smoker male. Yeah, so this is the rate. So means he has to take 260,000 times the rate. So the rate is per 1,000. So means I have to divide 1,000. You can divide 1,000 here, you can divide 1,000 here, doesn't really matter. So 260,000 times 1.438 over 1,000, which I'll get 373.88. 373 ringgit 88 cents. That's the annual premium that he has to pay. Then part B. So based on the premium rates given here, calculate total amount that Mr. Anjay Mutu need to pay for half a year. Yeah. So in half a year, he has to pay 53.5%. Okay. So premium in half year will be 53.5%, means out of 100 times the annual amount. Just now I counted 373.88. So 53.5% times 373.88. So it's 200 ringgit and 0.25, so 3 cents. Means premium in 1 year will be 2 times of that. So it's 400 ringgit and 6 cents. Yeah. Premium for the second one, quarterly premium. Premium in quarter of a year. 28.3% times, again, 373.88. 105 ringgit 81 cents. Okay. Then premium in 1 year, I will take 4 times of that because it's 1 quarter. So in 1 year, there's 4 quarters. So I times 4. So it is 423.24. 423 ringgit 24 cents. So third one, monthly premium. Premium in 1 month, 10.81% times 373.88. 40.416. 40 ringgit 42 cents. So its premium in 1 year will be 12 months times 40 ringgit 42 cents. $485.04. Yeah. Okay, that's the total premium that it needs to pay for a year. Right. Then question 15. I have to draw the scale, the full scale for the drawing. So when you draw the full scale, make sure all the measurements are exactly correct. Okay. So what happens when you draw full scale is basically you need to draw accordingly. Basically, they will split the diagram up into quarters like that for them to compare between your plan view, elevation view, and plan view and both elevation views. Okay. So actually, let me move it more here. Okay. So plan view will be on the bottom right. Plan here. Then here is elevation from Y, elevation from X. Yeah. So make sure, again, all your measurements must be exactly what is shown here. Use your ruler properly to draw. So yeah, basically, let's say I start with elevation from Y. So it follows the measurement normal to the direction you're looking at. So we follow this measurement. So it's 6 cm by 6 cm. So it's a square, 6 cm by 6 cm. Yeah. So it's a bit hard for me to draw exactly according to scale. Okay. So mine might be slightly off. Yeah. But I hope you get the idea of it. Yeah. Okay. Then we have these lines to the middle. So measure here right in the middle. Yeah. And we connect with this corner and this corner. Yeah. Then 4 cm from the bottom. So this basically we measure 4 cm from the bottom. And we have a horizontal line here, but it's a dotted line. Yeah, that's for this line right here. because we cannot see from this direction, so it's a hidden line. That's why you use dotted line to represent that. Okay. Then, matching to it, the elevation from X direction. Yeah, we have follow this measurement. 446. Yeah. So 4 cm. And here go up by 6 cm. And this slanting line that connects these 2 points. So you see here, if I extend a straight line here, it should match to these points, the 4 cm and the 6 cm. Yeah, you have to draw at the same height so that it matches. Then we have a line like this, basically slanting down here. So here expands how much? You see, here this should be a semicircle, the WKV. So here to here is 6, means this should be the radius 3 cm. So basically we extend out here 3 cm. Yeah. Then we connect. Okay. Then down here is the plan view, means view from the top. So view from the top, we follow these measurements, 4 cm, 6 cm. So here would be 6 cm. And then 4 cm. Sorry, come back. Yeah. Then basically it forms a rectangle. It's a bit slanting. OCM. So rectangle. So if I extend out, it should match here. think I'm slightly off. Yeah. Then we have the semicircle here. So the semicircle should have a radius of 3 cm. So here we'll match at the end. Yeah, so the semicircle just draw using a compass. Just measure the width of 3 cm on the compass. Then you just draw the curve. Yeah. Then you see yeah. So if I label the points as U, R, V, here will be the Z, K, Q, W, P, T. So you see the K and the Z here I extend here. And go 90 degrees up. It should match. With this point. And here should match with this point. Extend here, turn 90 degrees to match with this point. And it should be a diagonal line. Okay. My position is slightly off. It's a bit hard for me to draw like that. But basically, all this will form a diagonal line. Yeah, like that. That's how it works. It should all match to the correct points. Yeah, because the measurement should be the same. So if it doesn't match together, means your drawing is not, it's not really right. Okay. Yeah. So this is basically everything. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you have to make sure your measurements are all correct. Okay. Here 4 cm. Then all the way here 6 cm. Yeah. Here so 4 cm. Here 3 cm. 4 cm. Okay. Don't need to label all the measurements. You just need to measure it correctly. Then question 16. So fundraiser was conducted by all students of SMK Sri Bhakti for the STEM Carnival program, which will be implemented in December 2021. Table 16 shows collection for 42 students recorded by 5 Ungrouped class teachers. So, calculate estimated mean amount of money in ringgit collected by a student in class 5 Ungrouped. Correct. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. So, I want the estimated mean collected by students in 5 Ungrouped. So, mean value, we need to use midpoints. So, we find the midpoints for each of this interval. So, just add the lower and upper limit together, divide by 2. So, 25.5, 75.5, 125.5, 175.5, 225.5. Yeah. And we calculate 3 times 25.5 plus 7 times 75.5 plus 13 times 125.5 plus 11 times 175.5 plus 8 times 225.5. So mean is equals to 5971 divided by total number of students, which is 42. So it's RM 142 ringgit. They say correct to 1 decimal place, 0.16, so 0.2. Yeah. That's part A. So part B, Form 4 and 5 are selected. Probability. So probability that Form 4 is selected 1 over 10, Form 5 selected 3 over 4. So Form 4 and 5 are selected. Both means 1 over 10 times 3 over 4. Probability Form 4 is selected and probability of Form 5 is selected. So times together. So it'll be 3 over 40. Form 4 or Form 5 is selected. So Form 4 or Form 5 selected means it can be Form 4 selected, Form 5 not. Form 5 selected, Form 4 not. Or both selected. So you can calculate either take 1 over 10 times Form 4 selected, Form 5 not selected means 1 over 4. Or whenever it's all with plus, Form 4 not selected, Form 5 selected, 3 over 4, or both selected, which I already have 3 over 40. 1 over 10 times 3 over 4 plus 9 over 10 times 3 over 4 plus 3 over 40. Right. So is it here? times take. This is 1 over 4. 31 over 40. Yeah, I key in wrongly into calculator. So this is one way. Okay. The shorter way would be I use the complement. Form 4 or 5 selected, it can be Form 4 selected only, Form 5 selected only, or both selected. So the complement of that will be both not selected. So I can also take 1 minus property where both are not selected. 1 minus 9 over 10 times 1 over 4. Form 4 not selected, 1 minus this. Form 5 not selected, 1 minus this. 1 minus 9 over 10 times 1 over 4. You see, also 31 over 40. So either one is fine. Okay, doesn't matter which way you do. Then the third one, only Form 5 is selected. Means Form 4 is not selected. So I can just take Form 4 is not selected, 9 over 10 times Form 5 is selected, 3 over 4. Yeah, 9 over 10 times 3 over 4, 27 over 40, right? Yeah, 27 over 40. That's it. That's for the probability here. 16C. So this one, I have 5 triangles on the Cartesian plane. So in the game, participants are required to write a programming that shows Q is image of P under combined transformation VU, provided that triangle P must be mapped to the correct triangular space provided. Describe in full transformation U and V. Yeah. So if we compare here, these two triangles aren't even the same shape. Yeah, so it must be this one. So from P, I go to this, basically, go 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, from here until here. From 9 until 21. 21 minus 9, 12. From here to here means from 10 until 12, 13, 14. 14 is 4. Yeah. So means U is translation. So combined transformation is U and then V. So from P to this triangle first. That's why translation 12, 4. Both are positive direction. Right is positive, up is positive. V is, so from this triangle to Q, you can look at the orientation is rotated upside down. So must be rotation. Upside down means 180 degrees. So if it's 180 degrees, I don't need to state any direction. Okay. So to find the center of rotation when it's 180 degrees, it's very simple. I just need to connect both points using straight line. Oh, it's a bit weird. Connect using straight line the equivalent points. So you will be able to see it intersects here, which is 15 here in between 7 and 8, so 7.5. So rotation 180 degrees, about center 15, 7.5. Yeah, basically like that. Question 17. Question 17. I want to draw an ogive. Okay. So yeah, we use basically this. Basically, ogive, we use cumulative frequency and upper boundary to draw. So drawing the ogive. And start 0 here. So you see cumulative frequency goes up to 40. Scale is 2 cm to 10 and 2 cm to 5. 10 on horizontal, 5 on vertical. Basically, the horizontal will always follow your upper boundary. Okay, so cumulative frequency, each box 5. You have to go up to at least 40. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Basically, you just need to make sure it goes up to 40. Cumulative frequency. As for the horizontal axis, we can start. So we actually can disconnect here. We start from the first upper boundary, or we can actually start the first upper boundary here. So doesn't really matter that much. So if I start from, so we don't start from 49.5. We have to start one boundary before, because we need it to start from cumulative frequency of 0. So I start from 39.5, then 49.5, 59.5, 69.5, 79.5, 89.5, 99.5, up to the highest one. That's your marks. Then we plot the points. 0, 2, 6, 14. So see, each 2 small box is 1. So it's here. 2, 6, 14, 26, 37, 40. So the ogive, draw using a smooth curve. Yeah, it should cut through all the points. So basically, it should curve one way. And then curve the other way. Yeah, something like that. So for A2, given that 19 students, have obtained excellent grade on tests based on drive determine minimum score of the excellent grade. 19 students. So we look at 19. So we match to the curve and go down the horizontal axis. Yeah. Like that. Then it should go here. Each box is 1. So 70, 71, 72, 73, 73.5. Yeah. What I get is about 73.5. Okay, but it can differ. It can go up to here also. Then it is 74.5. So about 74.5, 73.5. If you curve, yeah, actually no, 75.5, no. Would it be? I think it's curving a bit too much. If it's 75.5. So about 73.5, 74.5. Yeah. Although based on my graph, it is just 73.5. Okay, but your graph can differ from mine. Then, part B. Calculate the additional marks for chemistry subject. So, IDFL said find the min marks for 4 elective subject was 67.5. So after discussion and review, she got additional marks for chemistry and maths. So given additional marks for chemistry, twice the additional marks for maths. New mean is 70.5. Calculate additional marks for the chemistry subject. Additional marks for chemistry is twice the additional marks for maths. So if I put additional marks for maths as X, chemistry will be 2x because 2 times of it. So what happens here is these are 4 subjects. So we find sum of values. Sum of values over 4 equals to the mean, the original mean 67.5. Sum of values will be 67.5 times 4, means total marks for all 4 subjects is 270 initially. Yeah. So after additional marks, the total now becomes 270 plus 2x plus x. Yeah. So if I find back the mean, means I divide by 4, I will get the new mean, 70.5. So 270 plus 3x is 4 times 70.5. Way 2, bring over the 270 plus opposite minus 12 times 3 opposite divide 3, which is 4. So additional marks is 4 for maths, means additional marks for chemistry is 2 times 4, which is 8. Yeah. That's it. That is 17B. And 17C. Cikgu Liana would like to select a student to represent the school in the STEM Olympiad competition at state level. So Cikgu Liana has analyzed the score for 5 STEM subjects and that have been obtained by 2 participants in the final screening of school level. So here shows the information, sum of x squared. So first, we want to find standard deviation for each student. Okay. So for Zulkhairi, standard deviation actually, let's find the mean first. Sum of x over n. N will be 5 because 5 STEM subjects. 434 over 5. 86.8. So the standard deviation sum of x squared over n 5 minus mean square, and then whole thing square root. So square root of 37854 divide 5 minus 86.8 square, which will be 6.0464. So 46. For Melissa, the mean 443 divided by 5. 88.6. And standard deviation square of 39417 over 5 minus 88.6 squared. So square root of 39417 divide 5 minus 88.6 square. 5.7827, 5.783. These are the standard deviations. Yeah, so you just put it in the table, put it in the answer space. So second one, determine who are not selected for the competition. Okay, so out of these two, mean, Melissa is higher. Standard deviation, Melissa is lower. So higher mean is better because means the average is better. And lower standard deviation is also better because that means it's more consistent. Okay, the lower standard deviation means more consistent. So basically, Zulkhairi will not be selected because Melissa has lower standard deviation showing that she is more consistent. Yeah, okay, lower standard deviation, more consistent. That's the principle of it. So yeah, basically that is for the for the paper 2 question here. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.